Good evening. Welcome to the scheduled Sunday night multi-platform live. Um, I'm thinking I'm going to have to eliminate Instagram from my multi-platform lives because it doesn't seem to be tracking very well. I don't know why, but I really want to thank everybody who joins, and I hope you've been taking a look at my videos this week. Welcome, Nicholas. Welcome, Chrisman. Welcome, Bobby Fruit. Welcome, Just Me. Good to have everybody here. Thank you so much for joining. So, all this week, I've been talking about medical research, and hopefully, you've had a chance to take a look at some of those videos where I talk about the components of high quality medical research, in particular, prospective studies. These are studies that we set out to look at a population of people. Prospective randomized studies where we put one person in one group, one person in another group, and we ensure that we don't have any kind of bias when that happens. Randomized controlled studies. Controlled studies are ones in which we have one group of people that we'll do an intervention on, that we will maybe give a medication, and then we'll have one group that we won't do the intervention on, or we won't we'll give them a placebo. Prospective, randomized, controlled, and then we want it to be blinded. We don't want people to know if they're getting a procedure or a medication. Thoughts on the NBA? Just getting started. No idea. Prospective, randomized, controlled, and then the last one is multi-center trials. We really like to see it spread out over a lot of different institutions, because if you have a single institution study, those results may turn out to be not reproducible. This is particularly important in my own field of surgery. I remember a few years back, there was a surgeon who was doing laparoscopic aortic aneurysm repairs, and he had pretty good results, but nobody could replicate them. He was the only one that could do it. So when people talk about, well, I've read the research, or I've done the research, or well, the research says, the reality is that that is open to a lot of interpretation, and a lot of evaluation needs to go into determining whether or not the research we're talking about is actually quality research. Intermittent fasting, I don't think it does either one of those things. I'd be happy to take a look at the papers if people have them, but intermittent fasting is not nearly the panacea that people present it as. And this is one of these areas where they may take a small pilot study or a mouse study or something that looks just at one particular marker, and they blow it up to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And what I did today on my Twitter account, I tweeted a research study that really is a good research study. And this is one that I seem to have lost. Okay. So much for Instagram. So this is one that is a prospective, randomized, controlled, multi-center trial. I didn't really talk much about the multi-center aspect of it when I was putting out the videos this week. Welcome, Campbell. I am Dr. Cadle. Okay. Nope, never worked at a mall ever. Thanks for asking. The multi-center aspect of it is to ensure that one single investigator is not going to have an overdue amount. And the other thing about the study I published today, more than 1,000 patients split between the two arms. And it's really important. It's what we call N. And a lot of people talk about things with an N of one. They know one person who was successful or effective, and the problem is that if you want to spread that out to the general population, you may run into a real problem. So I'm hoping everybody will take a look at those videos. I don't get much traffic on my videos anymore. I'm thinking about maybe throwing in the towel on all this stuff because it tends to be a little more work than I'm willing to do. I may just go back to videotaping my workouts and skip all the educational stuff. But if you've gotten any benefit from it, feel free to ask some questions, make some comments, and I'll be happy to continue to do so as long as I know people are getting something out of it. Thank you very much for your time tonight. And we're going to end pretty early because I covered a lot of this stuff in the previous videos, which did not get very many views.